Oh, man, you were actually there? Inside the belly of the beast? If the Brotherhood gave you a custom holotape, that's what I'm looking for. Anything that survived Institute security is gold.
Is this going to work?
Oh yeah, man, definitely. Definitely. Well, maybe. Patriot's been sending us encrypted messages, you see. Took some doing, that Patriot's got brain, but I figured out how to duplicate it. So we use his own encryption to flag him down.
And that's good news for all of us.
Here you go, Tom.
We're in business. You know, I need... Shit, I'm already done. Just plug this baby into any terminal in the Institute, and our man Patriot will get back to you.
There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop,
Hey, it's Fixer.
I'm told the Minutemen will
Fixer's
be
back.
in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth.
Confirming presence of rogue variable.
That's good
Dispensing
to hear,
data.
don't you think?
There are 3 independent reports of courser activity. Analysis completed, based on target's activity pattern, location, and suspected trajectory. Conclusion: the Institute is actively looking for railroad assets. Stopgap solution: terminate courser threats whenever possible.
Wouldn't killing a courser blow my cover?
2 facts. Fact 1. If rogue variable leaves no survivors, chance of undercover mission being compromised is 1.3%. Railroad Alpha has deemed this an acceptable level of risk to preserve the current railroad organization construct. Fact 2. Only agents of designated subclass Heavy capable of eliminating courser threat.
Go on.
Target designated Courser Alpha is in a defended location with lower generation synth targets. Eliminate Courser variable, leaving no survivors. End of discussion.
Terminal only.
Certainly seen better days. hasn't it? I guess this place doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of inside.
Greetings, sir. Reporting status. All functions normal. Nothing to report, sir.
Junk.
Operating at full capacity.
Door's chained up on the other end. Sweet.
One more tomorrow, courtesy of Frankie Carl.
All systems nominal.
Here's the latest word on what's happening in the Commonwealth, folks. Not content with sitting quietly at the airport, the Brotherhood continues to make waves. They've recently been seen cleaning up Fort Strong, formerly occupied by some very unpleasant super mutants. Whether they plan to annex the location or just wanted to get rid of the neighbors,
Yes.
I couldn't say. Whatever their reasoning, I think we can all agree that fewer super mutants running around isn't a bad thing. And now Connie Allen blasts off with Rocket 69.
That's it.
Life signs detected.
Combat initiated.
Regrettable occurrence.
Prepare to be terminated.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Nothing to report, sir.
Carry on, sir. Pardon me, sir. Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
Unaffiliated utilizing center of the Institute. Construction. Sustain.
Is that it? Wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
Zero anomaly detected.
guess we scared.
Possible. Failure.
I took care of the courser.
Mission's outcome correctly predicted. Warning. Odds of more coursers being discovered are extremely high. Reward for service delivered.
Is this what Tinker Tom is working on? Yes, Tom's work is related. But the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, he made it inside the Institute, and then back out.
Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did he find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this, the ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of. So get it done. We've got an emergency. Glory spotted a courser near Dayton Safe House. Normally, we go to ground at the first sign of a courser. We hide deep, we hide long, until we know we're safe. But we can't abandon your infiltration of the Institute. So we're staying.
Can I lend a hand?
Yes. Ticonderoga Safe House has gone dark, and I need you to check it out. Hopefully this is a milk run. But if you do find a courser there, kill it. If there's no survivors, then your cover remains intact.
Is this really worth risking my cover?
Glory needs to evacuate Dayton, and you're the only other heavy we have. And if we don't use you now, soon there won't be any railroad left.
I'll take care of it.
Get to it then. Glory, pick your team.
I could use the dock.
Make sure you're never followed here. It's all our asses if you
Grab
are.
anything
When
you
running
need.
synths out of the wealth, Wastelanders can be a bigger problem
It's
than
not
even the
open
Institute.
season yet, but take what you need.
Oh.
There's no trace of her in Good Neighbor. It's unclear at this time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting, or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again, ever. If you get my meaning.
Intruder identified. This is a restricted area. Your arrival wasn't in the mission briefing. This irregularity will be reported to Justin Ayo.
You know who I am, so tell me, what are you doing here?
Intelligence indicated this is a railroad base. Perimeter breached and all hostiles eliminated. Currently maintaining surveillance.
The SRB sent me to check on you, see if you need help.
Your explanation is insufficient. If it is found to be untrue, expect severe consequences. Leave this area immediately.
Possibly.
Organic life form.
Ours now. Gone. Just still in one piece. Who could do something like that? Bad idea.
I regret any suffering you may incur. Following Institute Protocol. Eliminating hostile. Combat subroutine. Eliminating all hostiles. Calculating most efficient attack.
Perfect.
Please stand still. I will limit the pain I inflict, if possible. I must end your existence.
Failure.
Is inevitable.
Come out, come out.
Terminating any hostile life form.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
Engaging.
Where are you?
sensors. Fully operational.
Watch out. Blue Company!
Your destruction is inevitable.
Oh, you're still here?
Terminating with extreme prejudice.
Now, don't stop. Dang. Lost him. Found ya! Real bad move.
You must be terrified.
Guess we showed now. It's better in our hands anyway.
That was Big Maybell, with a whole lot of shaking going on.
Hostile
And when you're as
sensor
big as
reading
Maybell
detected.
is, there is a whole lot of shaking going on.
Attacking.
Good news. Something awfully well, I'm happy. Worrying in hushed tones about the whereabouts of diamonds.
Kiss it all
Nick
goodbye.
Valentine is back in town. About what happened in the stairs. I'm the one who
Unexpected.
one piece.
Now where they get to.
And if there's any more good news to share, you'll hear it first.
This is normal for other journalists.
Here's the 5 stars. You just heard Bob Crosby here on Diamond City Radio.
Up there, assume you're being watched. Always. I hope to God the Institute doesn't find us here. At least not soon.
You from one of those vaults?
I'd like to take
Got
a
too
moment
many
for
teeth
something
to
a
be a
little
scab.
more
Mr. Timms is a survivor.
unusual.
He'll find a new home for
As I'm
Randolph
sure
soon
you
enough.
know all too well,
Ticonderoga
I
was
haven't
wiped
always
out by
been the
coursers.
best at this job. Hey, let's face it.
No survivors.
All hands lost? God damn it,
Thanks
that's
to
not
the
the news I
efforts of
wanted
a
to
few of
hear.
my friends,
Now we're in a race. Can we
decided to
free the
change
synths
how I
before
look
the
at things.
Institute wipes us out?
How I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it.
There must be some way to slow them down.
All non-essential operations have already been shut down. Unless we abandon the synths we've pledged to protect, there's nothing more we can do. With Tycon down, we're short-handed. If you could spare time from your primary mission, the others could probably use some help.
Desdemona.
Have you met with Patriot yet?
What was the plan again?
Tom encrypted a holotape using the same encryption scheme. If you put that holotape on any terminal down there, Hopefully you'll get his attention. Or have you already met him?
Not yet.
If you get the opportunity to upload the holotape, do it. With Patriot's help, maybe we can score a major victory for synths.
You want to get out of here? I don't think we'd make pretty ghouls.
Protect and serve.
Hey there.
Welcome back. It needs some refinement, but I think we can consider my serum a
Protect
qualified
and
success.
serve.
This is a qualified success?
There were some side effects to the process. I seem to have hair again, and I've retained some muscle mass. The genetic resequencer needs more work. Still, I take your point. This is a significant advance, but only for one strain of FEV. It will take years, perhaps decades, to generalize my formula. Still, you have my gratitude.
Protect
You're
and
welcome to
serve.
make use of my lab. Or help yourself to any of this junk, if you want it. In the meantime, I have a lot of experiments to run. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Did you need something? Make yourself at home. Such as it is.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Why do you care what happens on the surface? You're in your own world down here.
Because there are forces on the surface that could pose a threat to us, and only a fool ignores a possible threat. We might diminish that danger by correcting the false perception that we intend some great harm to mankind. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Diamond City Radio.
Your new quarters are here, sir.
Just when you thought you'd heard everything, folks.
When you're finished
There
here,
are
sir,
tales being told
Father wants
about
to
a
see
very
you.
strange-looking machine being built out there in the Commonwealth. Your friend Travis here has yet to learn what this thing is for, but I can tell you, imaginations are running wild. Wackiest version I've heard so far is that this thing is supposed to somehow contact the Institute. Now, I don't think I believe that, but if it's true, and whoever's building it can hear me, put down the wrench, friend. It'll only end badly. Anyone else out there knows what that thing does, you come see your old friend Travis Lonely Miles. I'll keep you up to date, as always.
I'm looking forward to the next mission.
How about some Amelia Holiday?
A successful mission on all counts, sir.
Yes? I hope you and Father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is important. I used to work exclusively on the synth projects, but lately I prefer less animated pursuits.
Scanning unknown identity.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties. Best part of my day is coming home to my girls.
Hey, Doc.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
How old are we talking about?
Well, the reactor and a lot of the related systems. You know, cooling, monitoring, power distribution. That's all pre-war tech. Most of the superstructure down here was built later, by the people who survived the war. I guess each generation's been tinkering with the place, adding labs, making upgrades, and so on. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Dr. Thompson.
I fix one relay and 2 more start to fail. At least I'm not bored.
Synth Unit. You were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, Unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
Trinity? What's that?
Trinity is an encryption system with a cipher, or key cut up into many pieces. You need several pieces in the correct order to unlock it. I put a Trinity piece with every synth I helped escape. It was a long shot, but I was hoping some good Samaritan would connect it all together.
Who are you?
I'm Liam Benet. My father runs synth development, and everyone knows who you are.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Wow, your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
What do you think?
At the very least, I'm hoping it means you won't turn me in. But you really are a friend, aren't you?
The Railroad sent me to look for someone they call Patriot. That's you.
What? The Railroad? As in the Railroad? And they gave me a code name too? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the Railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain.
Why are you helping synths?
At first, I just wanted to see if I could get away with it. It was a challenge, you know? But then I realized the synths are really just like us, except without any freedom. I decided to help the ones that wanted to escape so they can have a better life.
How did you help synths escape?
Through hacking. The departments focus their best talents on hard science. Why waste time on terminal security, right? The SRB is the exception. And, unfortunately, they control which synths go to the surface. But a forged work order from, let's say, bioscience can get a hand-picked synth on surface detail. And it turns out the Railroad was waiting for them. Wow.
You saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But, wait, with you in the picture, I have this idea. To rescue a lot of synths. At once. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. Probably best to talk about something else right now.
Appreciate it.
You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense.
If there's someone special in your
I'm not
life,
sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know?
Happy couples around you. Here's one more tomorrow.
C-114, it's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z1. He's a friend. He's with the Railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the Railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the Railroad does, C1. He's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
Right now. How many synths want to escape, C1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later. Someplace more secure.
Just...
Liam.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
Where would I find that?
Unfortunately, I don't know. The obvious place won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the Railroad. I need those login credentials.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
That's a loaded question. What's been stolen from you?
Institute property is not often taken from us. We cannot react lightly when it happens. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill Monument. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Is it just me, or will I have backup?
A Corsair will be waiting for you outside Bunker Hill. You'll have support should you need it. But we want to keep this small.
Glad you're with us.
High-Rise was a good man. So many good men.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
Any news on your side?
Things we've set in motion continue to move. There are complications, always are, but nothing worth bringing to your attention. How about you? Any news?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital, but the sacrifice is just too great.
How much damage would it cause if we let them hit us?
We're running out of places to hide our synths. That's why we put so many eggs in one crowded basket to begin with. So what would we lose? 4 synths, Stockton, some of our best agents, and the inevitable civilian casualties? No, not this time. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Won't the Institute be suspicious if I'm the only one left?
You're a lot tougher than anyone else in their outfit. If only one person could survive, it would be you. And any story you come up with won't be contradicted. We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
You just heard crawl out.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
We're all the sense got.
Here's the latest word on what's happening in the Commonwealth, folks. Not content with sitting quietly at the airport.
Desdemona.
The Brotherhood
Have you met with
continues to
Patriot
make
yet?
waves. They've recently been
I met
seen
Patriot.
cleaning up Fort Strong.
His name is Liam Benet.
I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of intel you picked up in there. Write up a full report on Pam's terminal. After you're done, we'll analyze it and figure out the next step. Get to it.
Everyone's
Whatever their
you've been
reasoning,
hitting the
I think we
chems
can all
way too
agree
hard.
that
But I
fewer
got my eyes
civilians
open.
running around
I see.
isn't a bad thing. Here's one from Cold
Processing.
Quarter that I don't think Diamond
Further
Six
supplies
can be
needed to
told.
maximize defined goals. You are tasked with finding another DIA cache.
I can recover it.
Location of cache being transmitted to your Pip-Boy. Conversation terminated.
Pam.
Preliminary analysis complete.
Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. Cross-indexing CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. Filtering by surviving structures. One match found. Bergman. Wilfred. Bergman. Wilfred. Registered as co-owner of Cambridge Polymer Labs. Estimated 81% chance of login credentials being located at this facility.
What's at Cambridge Polymer?
Cambridge Polymer Labs, LLC, had several active military contracts, specializing in robotics. The region is currently classified as extremely dangerous.
After you get the password report back here. With any luck, we'll have a game plan by then.
Hell yeah!
Damn. Lost him. Just on the waist, otherwise.
Think you can hide? You still alive? Christ. Hey.
Point the way. Probably have something you can use.
That sound! What is it? Let's play, little human!
Where'd they go? You see that? Didn't know when to quit, did they?
Going down. Second floor. Going up.
Only one of us survives this, and it won't be.
Blue, we're not. Here's trouble! into that. Where'd they go?
The Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, folks. And that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle that those pulled out of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control.
No.
There's some real monsters
I
out there
hear
in the
time to die! Oh!
Now that they've set up shop.
Go ahead and hide, little bleeder!